BET, what's going on? It's your girl Connie Diiamond, Big Bronx in the building. I'm here right now. Amplify Artist of the Month. Let's get into it. Oh man, 14-year-old Connie started doing poetry first. I was entering all the poetry slams around the city. I was in Soho doing free poetry slams, just wanting people to like hear me out. I was doing poetry slams in my school. I remember doing one for Black History Month when I transferred high schools, and I won, and I was only there in school for like a month. It was so lit. But eventually I just started, messing around with beats and seeing what works. I remember Pharrell used to drop like these beat tapes, and I just would like, just vibe out and try to like just create a record. My first studio experience was in the Bronx, New York. My neighbor had a built-in studio in his closet, in his room. And my mom, when she was alive, she used to always brag to him, like, oh, my daughter, she can rap, she raps. And then one day I met him and he invited me to the studio. He's like, come record, it's in my studio, whatever. And that's actually how I got the name Connie Diiamond, because it was my original rap name was Black Diamond. And when we were working on the record, he made a mistake and said Connie Diiamond, and I just like kept it. But yeah, like, it was vibey. It was good vibes, man. Before music, I was a hairstylist. I worked in 2 salons, one in White Plains Road in the Bronx and one in Dykeman. Yeah, I was doing wigs. I was doing sew-ins. I was making wigs. I was doing natural hair. I was doing the whole shebang. That was my bread and butter. That really was putting the coin in my pocket. That was funding my music career as well. I would be in the shop by day and in the studio by night. The first rap song that caught my attention as a kid was Church's Lagos by Ghostface Killer. I don't know why, but the hook always drags me in. I remember my dad playing it when he was like cleaning up one day, and I'm just like, he just always played it. As a matter of fact, when it came, like when he was like cleaning and stuff. But the song is just so vibey. Ghostface was so rough and hardcore, which is some of the stuff that I kind of like, the vibes that I be on. Just very aggressive. So yeah, I love that song. Some of my most early influences within hip hop would be Dipset, heavy on the Dipset. I love Dipset. When I was in high school, like I used to run around with the American flag bandanas and the big jerseys and the whole shebang. Like I love Dipset when I was in high school. Fabulous, Jadakiss, Ludacris, Missy Elliott, Remy, all of the real rights. Like I consider myself like a real spitter, and these are the people that I felt like was delivering bars in their like earlier days. So yeah, shout out to the legends, shout out to them. The moment I felt like, yes, Connie Diiamond is here was when my Summer 16 freestyle went viral. It was when Tumblr was still a thing. So I was like viral everywhere, and it was just over freestyle. And that particular freestyle actually landed me my first paid show in London. So they flew me out. I had a headline show in London. I did a magazine spread with Notion magazine. I got to meet DJ Simtex, and I was just out there like just trying to figure it out. It was with me and a couple of my friends, and I let them open up for me. I met Bree Runway. I met a few people out there, and at that moment I just felt like for me to have a freestyle and for it to go viral to the point where I'm getting booked like in London, it's like I feel like I knew I had something, so I kind of just like stuck with it, and now we're here. As a New Yorker, I feel like artists kind of do face more pressure than other artists outside of New York, because New York is a very, very tough place. They say if you make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. So I feel like our entire aura in existence is just like so like rough and tough, and just like you gotta show and prove when you're in New York. And even some of my peers that I have in the music industry, they always tell me like, oh my god, New York is a tough crowd. But I hear that so much. So for you to be able to like tackle a crowd in New York, or even become like a successful artist in New York, you can do it anywhere. You can make it. You're good. Like, so I feel like we're just so rough. Like everything about us is so raw. So that's probably why. I said I need a record for the girls, and I was in my room just doing like voice notes of the flows I was gonna like go with. I have like maybe 4 or 5 flows I was gonna like kind of tap into, and that's how I always create anyway. That's like my process. I always just do voice notes to like create a skeleton. I just was like, this is the record. At first it was 8 bars, And then everybody that I shared the record with was like, no, you need to write more, you need to write more, you need to write more. And now the record is what it is today. Ghetto Ratchet have so many remixes because the record was growing on its own organically, just growing. And I had some artists reach out to me and was like, yo, send me that. You know when a record's good, when big artists are reaching out to you saying, yo, send me that, let me get on that. So the reason why it's so many is because everyone wanted to be a part of it. And I also wanted a few people to be a part of it just to kind of like create a little movement within the city. I try to get different artists from all over. I have Kai Babe from Queens, Shani Bonnie, Don Q from the Bronx, Jen Carter from Brooklyn, 26AR Brooklyn. You know, I just wanted to tap into all of the cities. The Remy collaboration came about through Instagram. I had an older record that I put out like a while ago, and she was like, send this to me. I sent it to her, and I don't think she was feeling it, so she didn't really hop on it. With this particular song, I sent her the music video, the very first one I did, and all she said was, I bet. And I knew she was gonna hop on this one. I know she was gonna like it. So a little time passed. She's doing her thing. You know, she's narrating on true crimes. She's been very busy, but she got the verse back to me just in time for us to roll it out as like the grand finale on the remix. And she's such a sweetheart. I'm so grateful and thankful for her just like dropping some gems on me, teach me some of the things I should be aware of and some things I should be working towards while taking this path in my music journey. So yeah, shout out to her because she really gave me a great verse, and I'm just very happy. Some things that you guys could look forward to in the future is another project by me. I'm currently working on it right now. Underdog Season 2, some more collaborations with some very respectable artists in the NYC area, and just good vibes, just growth. Y'all gonna see me grow. Y'all gonna get to know me a little bit more. I'm trying to be a little bit more intimate and vulnerable with you guys so you can really understand who the artist Connie Diiamond is. Success to me looks like constant evolution, just evolving, growing. I don't want to give myself any real like goals. I just want to continue to be great, continue to be good, continue to learn, and just get better at what it is that I do. And that's rap. Period.